Good morning. So it's about 8, I think, maybe a little before 8. And I got up this morning. I usually do a walk around the settlement where I am, or a lot of times I'll go down to the valley and go into Nakhlamud. That's where a lot of times where that pillar is, where I filmed from. But this morning I decided to do it a little bit different. I got up, I was going to go on a regular walk, and as soon as I got outside I saw that the sun was out already. And so I decided I was going to go to Nakhlamud. So I got into the car, I got the dogs in the car, and then I just decided I'm going on a different trip. I kind of want to do something different. So I'll show you where I'm at. So there's a fence right there, but over there, down in that valley, I came through Hukuk. I'm out on this dirt road. I'm going to this little water there before, a lot of times. But I mean, I filmed there before. This is beautiful. It's more beautiful than what I just saw in the camera. It's absolutely beautiful here. So I decided to do things a little bit different. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to start my day off a little bit different. And from what I realized when I was in Jerusalem is that even when I go on like a morning adventure, like a real adventure, I just walk the dogs. And when I go on a morning adventure, I start off my day vibrant. And I started this new workout that in the morning that I learned from my twin. It's like 10 minutes, if not less. It's just a few minutes, and it works out the whole body, like all of everything. Like stretches, a little bit of cardio. It works out. I told him that he should film it. Because he does, he has these little videos that he does that are he shows his morning routine, like starting the day with meditation, but this is something that he really should book it, and that really is something that he should film, because I feel like it's a real value to people that don't go to yoga or don't have time to do an intense workout. I put on my coffee water, and while my coffee water is boiling, I do the workout. So, I mean, this morning my coffee water boiled a few minutes before I got finished, but it's like I feel my whole body is renewed. It also stretches out your back, straightens it out. I'm going to turn this around and show you here, and then I'm going to pause this, and then when I get to because look, I'm above Nakhlamud here. I don't know how well you can see it, but that's the whole valley down in there. That's the valley down in between those mountains is where I usually hike. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this. I think today I'm going to make cookies, and I'm going to finish my book. I looked yesterday, so I sent my book off to the editor again after I situated it, and she sent me back with just a few little fixes that she fixed up. So it is what it is. I added one picture in there that I already had drawn. I'm not gonna sit down and procrastinate about drawing a whole bunch of more pictures for it. I just see that the way that I want to start doing things is just doing them, getting them off my plate. Something's dragging. I think something got stuck in the wheel or something. Let me go reverse. Maybe it'll get unstuck. Something's stuck. Whatever something. Oh, there it went. Okay, cool. I've had that happen before, where a little metal or something gets stuck in between something and it starts scraping. But so I want to get into a mode of just doing. Yesterday after I went to the bank to ask for, they took my, it's the equivalent of like a credit report, I guess you would say in the States. They asked for my, something from my accountant, and so I called my accountant. He sent it over on the spot. He's so good. And so yesterday evening, I went and took that order to the Yardenit, and then on the way back, I went to the beach and I met up with my twin and his son, and that was like super fun. we went diving, and he brought his breathy machine thing, and I tried it out. It's really cool. You can go under the water and breathe. It's really cool. It's like this pump that floats on top of the water, and it pumps air down. There's like flies all over the place here because there's cows, and these are the fields. So that it pumps water down to you while you're underwater. It's really cool. You can just breathe and just stay down there. It's really cool. I want to get me one of those machines. It's like a game changer. It changes the whole sport up. So today my insurance is up. So what I was in the middle of saying is that my bank called while I was at the beach, so I didn't answer. When I tried to call them back already, they weren't answering. So they left a message for them to call me this morning to see. And if not, my insurance is just up, and that's just what it is. Until on the 10th, my credit cards clear out, and then they do and so then it'll just give me a 10-day period of really being kind of stuck at home. I mean, I can do these kinds of trips because this is just in my backyard on the mountains. I don't mind going out without insurance out to, I can go to Naklamud, and I can go down to the gas station, I guess, park there if I really need to go somewhere, take a bus, or, that's as far as I'm going to go without insurance. So it's really grounding me, and I'm thinking to myself, it's my birthday on Sunday. It's going to be my birthday, September 3rd. And my twin's birthday is Saturday the 2nd. So I'm really thinking that, what is 10 days to be grounded out of a lifetime? 10 days is not that serious. And it's not even really being grounded because I can do things like this. It's just I can't go far. I can't go. And it also, like yesterday, I went and I did shopping. And I got like a whole bunch of necessities, things that we needed. And and my rent is going to go through this month. So that I already got figured out, which is every month. So I still have all these other bills piled up. Like I have months that I didn't pay my accountant, but he was really sweet. I talked to him yesterday, and he knew I was trying to get a loan. And I figure he knows what for because he takes care of my accounting. And I owe my dentist. And I was with my dentist yesterday, and I talked to him, and he's also like a friend. I think that he's more embarrassed about me talking to him about it than he's so sweet. He really is. He's just the best dentist ever. And so I mean, it's not nice. And then I have the insurance, and then what else do I have? I think those are the big things. And then I have my minus, of course, but that's always, I have a minus in the bank. In Israel, they let you go into minus. You get like a certain amount of credit, and I'm always maxed out and a little bit over. That's why in order for my rent to come out, I always have to bring myself back under the minus enough for the checks to go through. And then this month, which is something that's really good, is I have one loan that is ending. My smaller loan is ending this month, so that's like an extra 700 and some shekels a month that I'm not, almost 800 shekels a month. This is going to be the last payment, and then that's gone. I still have my bigger loan for another few years, probably for about another 6 years, but at least my smaller loan is gone. So maybe it's a good thing if I don't get this loan. I just kind of wing it, and it is what it is, and kind of get based down. 10 days, when I was in Jerusalem and I was and I did that work that I had been procrastinating around for 3 months, I did it in 3 hours. in 3 hours. Maybe if I take this downtime, like these 10 days, and it'll also do good with the chasing syndrome. There is nowhere to chase. I'm grounded. There's nowhere to go. Maybe I'll go down to the beach. Maybe, because the beach is just down on the main road, like a 2-minute drive on the main road. It's just to the intersection. I take a right and then take a left. So maybe with no insurance, I'll see how I feel. I kind of don't want to push my luck. Actually, I'm really lucky. I can push my luck, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. 10 days is not a long time in the large scheme of things. You know, I'm 47 years old. This is going to be my 47th birthday. 10 days is not a long time to be grounded. And actually, it might do me a lot of good to just like say, okay, these are 10 days that I'm giving to the universe so that I can get my work settled, you know, really put a push and drive and work. There's so many different things that I could be doing, starting projects, build my website, just kind of take it as bunker time. You know, I'm stuck in the bunker. Anyway, look at this. And I really want to build the site now. I've been procrastinating around building a site forever. I just want to show you this so I can continue. It's just so pretty. Everything is just so pretty. Right, Lola? Everything is just so pretty. And on this side, it's orchards. I've been procrastinating around building myself a site, and I used to build sites for a living. That's what I used to do. Okay, so it was like 20 some years ago that I did it. It was, maybe 20 years ago. I was in my, around 27, 28. I was in my 20s. But I know how to do it. I know how, and nowadays there's Wix. I can just open up Wix and build a site. I mean, I'm really technologically, I'm good with technology. Here, let me turn around and show you. Now I'm going down into this little valley, and then I'm going to be coming into the springs, the natural springs over there. So I'm really good with technology. I'm excellent with technology, actually. And I'm a designer. I can design a website. The thing I've been procrastinating around, and I'll tell you why, is because I don't know exactly what kind of site I want to build. I don't know. And do I build a personal site that's my site that just shows my things? And then I bought these domains a few months ago. One is Friends in Galilee, and one is Friends in Israel. And I didn't quite know what I wanted to do with them, but now I kind of think I do. There's so many people that I know that are artists and that do all sorts of funky things that live in Israel. And I started collecting a lot of their information because I had this idea years ago to build a site that is artists in Israel. And so what I'm thinking is that, and like even the other day at the Rob Roy on Friday, I met somebody that he is an antiquity dealer. He has a license to deal with ancient artifacts. And I was thinking, I didn't take his number, and I should have, but I figured that if I see him once at the Rob Roy, I'll see him again at the Rob Roy. And I know another guy that is also has a license to be an antiques dealer. Or it's not antiques, because antiques are not that old. It's ancient artifact, like ancient coins from different eras and stuff like that. And I have tons of artists and people that do all sorts of things. People that do energy cleansing, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I could build a site, Friends in Israel, and make a collection of all of these people that do all of these really unique things in Israel. You know, artists, the place where they can display their work. I want to figure out if there's a way that I can build, like, I'm not sure if I should do it on Wix or if I should do it on Shopify. Because if I do it on Shopify, I need to check them out, both of the places. Okay, I'm getting here. I'm going to show you just because it's... See, this is it. This whole fence wasn't here before. Oh, somebody's here. This whole fence wasn't here before. They put it up because they started digging the area. Okay, so I got here. Boker tov. And then I think I'm going to close the windows because it's just so dusty here. If cars come through, it's just going to fill my whole car with dust. And I have always a towel and swimming clothes in the car because this was a last minute thing. I was taking the dogs out for a walk and I had my key because I wanted to get my hat and my filming stick from the car. And then I just opened the car and I saw the sun out and I thought, okay, I'm just going to go on an adventure. You know, just like when I'm really focused on my work, I can do my work. When I'm really focused on my work, you know, like I do a month's worth of work in an hour. And so I figured that it's not the difference if I go out in the morning for an hour adventure. It's exactly the opposite. That gives me, you know, it gives me like a push, a drive. It's tomorrow is my twin's birthday. And I don't know exactly what I want to get him, what to get him. I like making things. Last year I did a drawing, but it was totally inspired and totally channeled. And so this year I don't know. I didn't get him anything yet. I thought maybe I could sculpt him something. I could see here if there's some clay. I could make him like a sculpture. Like kind of a face mask or something. We'll see. Or maybe I could wait and give him his birthday present after. Not just try to force something, rather wait till something really inspires me and then, because those are the best gifts. I know what he wants. I know what he wants. So maybe I could see if I could find him. He wants linen sheets, but pure linen. And I was thinking maybe I could sew him some linen sheets. And I called the store, the store in Tiberias that has, they had pure linen, but it wasn't wide enough. It was only 1.40 meters wide. And I need like 1.80 meters at least 1.80 meters wide by like 2.5 meters long so that I have enough space, even longer, even maybe bigger. Or maybe I should just order him some sheets. I think I might just order him some sheets. See, look online and see where I can find a good deal and where they sent to Israel. Maybe even find in Israel. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So I got here and you know what? I'll take you over there just to show you. I know I've done it before, but just to show you on this trip. Ugh. Oh, wow. This whole place filled up with water. Well, I bet you that really dampened their archaeological digs. They were digging this area. Before they started digging, the water was going only into that little room over there where Rexy is. That was the place. All of this, see, and then there was a little bit of water in here, but now it's like overflowing. We used to sit up there under those trees and do like a bonfire, and we did all sorts of things here. I have all sorts of memories. I'm just like, lots of memories are coming up. Look at that. Oh, there's fish in there. Look at that. Okay, so I think I'm going to get in, is what I'm going to do. So thank you for watching. Okay, so I want to share like this really funny story. Look, these are coins that I got from the Jordan River with the metal detectors. And now I'm at Hukuk and I'm going to be throwing them back in. But I kind of want to tell a story. I want to tell the story of it before I do, because something really strange, how things that, how things come to be, how things become like how real magic works. So we went and got the metal detectors and we took these out of the Jordan River, right? And then the other day, after Saturday, when my twin and I were at the beach, and he told me, that there are good men out there, and that I'll find somebody that is exactly right for me, that I'll find that there are people that are a good match, right? And then we left it at that, and we left the beach. And then on Sunday he left me a voice message, and he said, I kind of feel like, and also he met another mutual friend of ours that was telling him about how that those coins that we pulled out of the Jordan River, that most likely people threw in with like a blessing to, some kind of blessing. And I had already thought of that too. And he had already thought of that too. And that it would be best if we put them back. But it doesn't have to be in the Jordan River, but it's just that we put them back. And so I have the bag of coins with me. And when I was on my way to Jerusalem, there's a place there in the road that goes over the Jordan River. Not the same place that we were diving, but goes over. And I thought, well, I'll stop there and I'll throw some of them back, because I kind of want to spread them out over Israel. I kind of feel like, and that's why I have them here. I'm also going to be putting some back into this site. This site has just gotten full of water. So I'm going to be throwing some back in. And I kind of do my own little thing when I do it. So when I went over the Jordan River in that spot, on the way to Jerusalem, there was no place to stop unless I continued on for quite a while, and then there was a place to stop. But it would be a long walk in the heat, and I was on my way to Jerusalem. And as I was going over the bridge, I look over on the left-hand side, and there was a bus stop there, just right before the bridge. And then there's a roundabout a little ways down. And in the bus stop, there was somebody stopped there. And as I went by, it was a man, a really nice-looking man. He seemed maybe a little bit younger than I am. In this big outdoorsy Jeep thing. And as I was going by, he was looking at me, watching me go by, and I thought, okay, there's a sign. And I thought I was going to continue on, and then I went on a little ways, and I thought, okay, well, that was a sign for me to stop. There's always like when you have intuition come up and you don't follow it, and then afterwards you're like, why didn't I do that? And then I thought of that, and I thought, okay, well, I'm following my intuition. I'm like following my nose. And so I did a U-ey in the middle of the road, and I went back, and he was still there. And I said hi to him, and I went over to the bridge, and I threw off some of the coins. And when I came back, he asked me what I was doing out there. What was I doing some kind of ceremony? And I told him that I found these coins in the Jordan River with my metal detector, and they're not really of any kind of value. And I felt like it was right to put them back. And we struck up a conversation, and what are the chances? He was on his way up north to go metal detecting. He had his metal detector with him. Like, what are the chances of me on the way? What are the chances? That was like a total fluke. And so I thought that was really like, when you follow your nose, what are the chances of meeting somebody that's on his way, that he noticed me as I was going by? And that's why I turned back around, because there was something there. There was some kind of, wait a minute, something. This is the exact bridge where I was going to stop. I had the coins ready to throw back in, and I couldn't find a place to stop. It was like an omen, like a sign. And so we exchanged phone numbers, and he said that when he comes up north, and he seemed like a really interesting, good-looking, handsome person. So I just thought that was kind of funny how things like that work. So now I'm going to go and I'm going to put these back. And then I'm going to go on a hike up the side of the mountain just for a few minutes and then go home and get busy with this day. So maybe when I continue on the mountain, I'll show you where I am. So I found this clay here from this archaeological dig. It came out of this hole. I'll show you the hole. It's covered. But there's like a hole there. I don't want to open it up. Well, I'll show you. I'll open it up and I'll show you. There's a hole there. Down inside is where the water comes from under the earth. So it's kind of like, I'll just pull it off and I'll put it back. Okay. See? So down in there, there's a ladder. I've been down there before. Okay, I think my bank is calling. I'm going to answer. Yeah, so that was the bank calling about that loan. So I just wanted to show you. So all of this, they dug out of that hole. And I know that it's all like this clay type stuff because when the kids last summer were down in the hole, they were pulling clay out of it. They were it's such fine. So I was just talking about maybe picking up some clay from somewhere to make a sculpture. So I think I'm going to take it from here. This is a good place. So I think I'm going to add all of these videos together and make this is like one morning adventure. So, okay, I'm going to stop it here. So I also took some from see this fire pit here? This is where we did, even, was it this year even? We did a couple of times a fire here. So this is where we built a fire here and we cooked over the fire. So there's like good memories here. So I took a little bit of the ashes also. I'm going to mix it in there. So this is what I'm going to mix all that together and kind of siphon it and do like with make like a clay and also use paper that will hold it together. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to use all that to make like a sculpting material, and then I'm going to sculpt something from it. So I'm excited about this. That is going to be my birthday present. I've already decided I'm going to make him a sculpture of something. It'll come. So they're doing some kind of I went out on a hike here on the side of the mountain next to that spring, and they're doing some kind of an archaeological dig here. I want to show you and just show you where I'm at because it's just so pretty. So this is it looks like their posts fell down that held up their shade, but this is where they're doing it. There's a cave over here. I'll show you. See down in there, there's like a burial cave. And then there's all of these like carve outs here. You can see, I think this was more of like a burial site or maybe storage or something. See, that's pretty cool. And all of that is all carved out. And there's all sorts of like, I don't know, see like that. What is that? Some kind of something or other. And they're all over. Like there's little round carve outs and all sorts of different shaped carve outs all over the side of this mountain. And over there is where they're doing some kind of archaeological dig. And then way over there, you can barely see the very end of you can see the Sea of Galilee and Tiberias. That's why I love this area so much. You can just go out and you're in, like, I was completely by myself this morning, so I'm having a blast. So, I just want to show you these trees. These are domim. This tree is covered. And they have one little seed. I'll show you. And they taste kind of like apples. It's a little bit different. And they're really good. You have to kind of check them for bug holes and for worms. Sometimes they get worms, but these look good. And here's that cave. See, it has 2 burial sites inside of it. 2 like graves side by side. This whole place is, they're doing an archaeological dig here. It's really nice. I love this place. Okay. So I got home. I just want to show you what I'm doing here. I'm out on my balcony. So I just watered the plants. I have this bucket here. I'm going to put all that dirt that I found, all that dirt, and I'm going to put it into this bucket. I'm going to soak it in water, and then I'm going to sieve out all of the stones and just take the finer, like dust type, so that it'll make a clay. I also want to show you this plant. It just randomly grew here. This plant is, if you can't eat the plant itself is poisonous, but the root of the plant, I can't, the name of it is ashwagandha or something like that. But the root of the plant works as a natural, it's a natural home remedy for anxiety, for focus. And so I'm going to pull it out now, and I'm going to like harvest its root, kind of also with care and love, because I'm taking from the plant, I'm taking it out of the earth, and it's losing its life. So kind of with respect and love. I'll show you the view here. This is my balcony overlooking the Sea of Galilee down there. You can't really see it that well. Over there's the Arbel. Go out this side, and it's kind of in between houses here. So this is my old carpet from my old house, but when I pulled it out of storage, it was half rotten, well, part rotten. So I took off the rotten part and put it on my balcony. So that's what I'm up to. Now I'm going to add water to it. So all of this this is how I'm learning how to best utilize myself, and to best get everything that I want to get done, is to do it simultaneously, because there's only so long. I already sat down and opened up the document that I want I said there's a lot of stones in here that I didn't realize I was getting. I couldn't tell if they were just, if it was stones or if it was dirt. So good, they'll get all cleaned off, and then I can just take them straight out. So this is the way that I've learned to use my my non-focus, is to just have a lot of things going all at once. I also have a load of laundry going, and I already made those seeds in here. See those seeds, I can stir them up. So I have them going. I'm going to say I have the 2 bowls over there. I'm going to have, I wonder if these are done already. I'm going to have cookies being made. I made breakfast. I have the videos uploading. I opened up the document for just pull a few of these out and put them here and see if they're ready. I opened up the document already to design the cover for my alcohol book. I got the alcohol book, and I'm uploading videos during the same time and making videos. So I have all this stuff going on all at once, and cleaning up and straightening and doing all of this. See, this is a mask that I made when I was 20-something. These are the this is what my artwork looks like. So I'm figuring I'm going to make something, maybe a little bit more symmetrical. We'll see what will come out. But as you can see, I have like 50 different, and I'm waiting for an answer from the bank about that loan, whether I'm going to be grounded for these next 10 days or whether I'm going to be mobile. She said that most likely the bank won't give me a loan, that what she's going to put in a request for is to up my how much credit line I have on my credit card, and which I figure I'll put the insurance on a payment plan, and then I'll use that for the rest of the credit line, because I don't feel like having a larger credit line than I already have. That's for sure. So I feel like with these videos, some of the videos, like this video, I know that I've been talking a lot about my personal life in it, about my issues with, for the most part, most of my videos have been about my twin and about what's going on in that. And lately I've been talking a lot about my personal life and about, the issues that I have, like with my making a living. But the truth is that those are things that are really like take up a lot of my focus, and I feel like those are the things that I'm working on lately, and that's why I've been talking about them a lot. I feel like I'm getting a lot of, when I was going through when I still am, the twin flame journey and talking about that mostly, I think that took up most of my attention. And right now I'm really focusing a lot on making a living, and that's why I'm talking more about it. I'm just sharing what I'm going through, and no, these can have a little bit more time. I'm just sharing what I'm going through in my life, and so really it's just that. That's all it is. And hopefully soon I'll be able to share about, I'm also working on cup designs. So I have all these different things going on all at once. I'm excited about being excited about some things. I just realized that I don't have to look at well, is this going to make money? Is this not going to make money? I have all these ideas and just do them. Duck, 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 and then they'll be done. I've had these ideas for years, like the cup design idea or the t-shirt design idea that my twin also sent me a video about designing t-shirts. It doesn't have to be a big deal. It doesn't have to be that I have the grand idea from the very get-go. It just has to be that I'm making movement. Even if I make out 10 designs that nothing happens with them, and then I have one really good design, then the 10 weren't in vain. It was bringing me up to that point, rather than, I'm waiting to have the perfect idea for the perfect design, and then I never sit down and do it. Because when you start creating movement comes from movement. So I am realizing this. I'm being easy with myself, and I'm kind of in the flow. I'm just kind of flowing from day to day. So that's where I'm at. So I really appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching. Maybe I'll go and pull out that plant that I'm going to do, and I'll just pull it out and show you the process, kind of, so you can see what it is, because it's something interesting. I think it's like 2:30, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 3:30. I wouldn't have thought. I'm still baking cookies. These are oatmeal cookies, and I also made peanut butter cookies. My boys are home. It's Thursday. And I was just reading over the messages, and somebody wrote in, I wanted to show you this. So I showed that there was a plant that these are the roots of that plant, that they help with, that it helps with focus and anxiety. And so I'm making some tea from the plant while baking cookies, while designing. I'm reading over the messages, and I'm just feeling so much love, so I thought I would do a short video. Somebody wrote in and asked that if you want to come in, I just started the video. You knew I was doing the video. If you want to come in, you can come in. But I'm recording. I'm going to pause this. My boys are having an issue. It's always lovely. Boys fighting. It's always lovely. My 16-year-old is in my 14-year-old's room, and he won't leave the room. He's laying on his bed all sprawled out. And we just went through this issue 20 minutes ago. And so now they're fighting again. So I'm making tea. In a couple of hours, I'm going down to the beach. A girlfriend wrote me that she's making her birthday. She made a cake and that she's doing a birthday party at the beach. Let me check these out. Cookies. Ooh. A little bit overcooked, just a little bit. So my girlfriend is making a birthday party down at the beach, and she's going to be probably at around 6, so I'm going down to the beach a little bit later. I really wanted to get something started for, I wanted to finish my book cover today, and I really wanted to finish my whole book this week. This is the tea that I made out of that root that I pulled up. It's supposed to help with focus and anxiety. I already said that. It doesn't taste that great. It's kind of like halfway in between. I have those other flowers that and bark. Let's see, I'll show you. All of this is rosemary, some kind of rosemary, and this bark and the white flower that I make tea that also helps with anxiety and stress and focus. Okay, well, it looks like I have to go take care of my boys. Go figure.